Let's go right leg out, left foot in, just kind of at your inner thigh. We're going to start to turn the body. Big breath in to grow a little bit taller, exhaling as we reach forward. Now this is going to be a little bit more challenging having this really long lever here. So option to have the hands on the floor and to start to walk the hands out. Another option, towel, band, get that around, and we can slowly start to pull as we kind of hinge the body over and the body pulls over top of the leg. Make sure we're breathing. We're going to go for a couple more breaths here. Feel free to hold any of these poses a little bit longer. Pause the video. Stay with it if it feels good. And we can slowly start to come out of that though when we're ready. We're going to bend the knee in, so that would be the left one. It can stay on the inside or we can cross it over. Your left hand is going to come in behind for support, and the right hand will start to hug that left knee as we get a bit of rotation. If you'd rather go elbow, that works too. I'm going to go for the hug version. Inhale, let's grow a little bit taller. Exhaling, we find a rotation. And let's just watch that we're really focusing on rotating here in the midsection as opposed to just turning our head. All right, so our head will be the last thing to start to look over towards that left side. Allow ourselves to breathe here. We can even think about growing a little taller on the exhale, wringing it out a little bit more on, growing a little taller on the inhale, wringing it out a little bit more on the exhale. And then again, feel free to stay longer in any of the poses. If we're ready to come out of it, we'll unwind. And now we're just going to get a little movement again in the hip. So holding onto the leg at foot or at ankle and at the knee, and just gently allowing ourselves to kind of explore what movement feels good. This might be enough. If we want a little bit more, we can take that foot, bring it into the inside of our arm, and we'll kind of wrap like we're giving ourselves a hug. And then same idea. We can add a little movement, a little side to side, a little forward and back. Go for another cycle of breath. This is our cradle the baby. And then we can release. All right. So we will go through those on the other side. Left leg extends, right leg on the inside of the inner thigh, the left leg. Options, we can inhale, grow a little taller and extend the arms overhead. We might place the hands on the floor and slowly walk them out. Trying to keep some length in the back, or towel, band, whatever you've got, wrap that around the foot and slowly start to draw the body in, that foot back. Find the breath. I like to think about connecting to finding some length on the inhale and then allowing things to soften on the exhale. We'll go for 2 or 3 more breaths here. As always, you can stay longer if you'd like. And we'll try and move slow when we come out of it. Take your time. And then we're going to go for our gentle twist. So right leg can stay on the inside, or you can cross it over. Right hand in behind for support. Left arm wraps around, goes for the hug or elbow. Inhale to find length. Exhaling to rotate. And again, thinking about getting the rotation in the midsection here, as opposed to just pulling on the neck. The neck can eventually turn, but kind of leave that for the very last part to turn. Inhaling, lengthen. Exhaling, softening. Go for a couple more breaths here. Maybe notice if there's anywhere where you're clenching or holding tension. Maybe soften the gaze, soften the jaw, muscles in the face or the neck. And then we'll slowly come out of it. Of course, take your time, stay longer if you wish. We'll go for cradle the baby, cradle the baby to finish. So you can hold the ankle, your foot, or your knee. Go for a little bit of movement here. Kind of moving around forward and back, getting movement in the hip socket as well. Or we can come in a little bit further, get the foot on the inside of the arm, wrapping the hands around, giving yourself that hug. And just, see where we feel the stretch, what we notice from one side to the other. One side might feel tighter than the other. Go for a few more breaths. One more inhale and exhale. Okay. Again, stay longer if it's feeling good. And then we'll kind of shake that out a little bit. Bring the hands in behind, feet on the floor. We'll allow just the knees to go from one side to the next. And then to finish off, if you've got a foam roller, then we can just do a little bit of soft tissue work to finish. So for today, we could go for quads, front of the leg. So we're going to bring the body around, have our roller. When we're ready, we'll bring it down, and we want to make sure that it's just on the meaty part of their leg, just on the muscle, okay? So we're not rolling on the knee, we're not rolling on the hip. We're just finding the meaty part of the leg. My other leg, you can be on the knee, and that'll help relieve some of the tension. You could put both. My roller is not that big, but if you've got a longer one, definitely you could have both legs on there at the same time. But we can always just have one off to the side as well for support. And we're going to try and go slow. So start at one end, and you can either scrub where you go around from side to side, and you're just sort of feeling things out and noticing where you might feel some tension, some pain. And if you notice something, if you find a spot that, as I'm finding there, you'll just take a second to breathe and allow things to start to relax into the roller. If it's too much, then ease off a little bit. Find another spot. Just try not to go too fast and make sure that we stay on the muscle, okay? So we're not going to go on the knee and we're not going to go on the hip. It can be quite painful, so just be mindful of what that's feeling like for you. And you could always choose to start. If that's too uncomfortable, you could always choose to go for the hamstring, so the other side of the leg. This one we can do seated. And again, it'd be the same idea. You'd kind of start at one end and you'll work your way down. And you can scrub kind of side to side, see if we find something. And take your time before you start to move to go a little bit lower down. And if we do find a spot, make sure we breathe. And that's all for today. Thank you. Enjoy.